defend their whole team as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Caitlin's a once in a lifetime player, and it's hard to shut her down. I think what we're mainly trying to do is that, Caitlin might get her own, but, make sure no one else, does more than they need to. So we've got a lot of things in play that we're going to try, different defenses. That'll be fun, and it's just going to be a great experience for all of us to play against her and a team like that. And hopefully, being underdogs and play like the underdogs, we love that. So yeah.
You feel like your games against them the last 3 or 4 years, or 2 or 3 years, have been competitive to the standpoint where you got to find a way to push forward at the end.
Yeah, obviously the Big Ten tournament, losing to them, and we played 32 minutes of really good basketball. And I think now we're physically and mentally prepared to play that full 40 minutes. And hopefully, I think it will be a close game, it'll be fun. But, we're ready to play that 40 minutes and hopefully be on top this time.
And just the opportunity that this presents. I mean, you're still on a winning streak, even though you didn't play the other day.
Yeah, I know. I'll count that as a win.
But just the opportunity you have to play a marquee opponent like this at home, and what this potentially could do for you guys the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's huge, and we're so excited. Again, it'll be in the postseason, which will really help us getting that win. But we're just going to play like how we usually play, defend Mackie. That's what we're all about. So yeah.
I mean, knowing the history that comes with this building, in 1999, this team beat a Tennessee team led by Pat Summitt, Hall of Famers, 42-game winning streak. I mean, has Garrett's talked about that history and sort of what this program represents, when it comes to games like this?
Yeah, I mean, she talks about, it's like the 25th anniversary. She talks about it every home game, and defend it. Like, this means a lot more than just basketball. And we try to, show that on the court, but also off the court as well. We try and, be there for our fans, those who came before us. And, she's all about winning. And Purdue just has a tradition of winning, so we're all about that. We're all in, and especially defending Mackie, that's our number one priority.
Kelly Camara was part of that team. How helpful has she been, this week especially, in helping prepare for that mental aspect and knowing that adrenaline dump is going to, possibly come at some point in a game environment like this? Yeah,
she's been huge, more so in that winning mentality type of thing. She tells us, she reminds us, every play that, there's going to be 14,000 people there. It's little stuff like calling out the plays, echoing, being loud on the bench, being loud on the sideline. It's all that stuff that, it's hard to drill during practice, but she reminds us that that's going to be there. That's that sixth defender. So, we've got to be ready for that. And, she has so much experience in those type of situations, and she's just always on it, and I love it for that.
Being the leader of this team, do you still get nervous before every single game? And how do you, handle those nerves? Maybe they're going to be upticked, come tomorrow.
Yeah, I think at this point, after 5 years of college, I would turn those nerves into more so adrenaline and they're good nerves, they're excited nerves. I'm just excited to play and be on that court. It's more so that just being excited to play, and hopefully don't let those nerves go into the way I play, which sometimes that happens. But it's exciting, once in a lifetime kind of thing. Being sold out Mackie doesn't happen often. It's happened twice already, so hopefully that keeps going.
What have your conversations been like with Reshunda, knowing you two are going to really have to play a big role in the game if you expect to win? What have you been sort of sharing with her throughout this week, the turbulence of going to Maryland, coming back, and then having to switch mindsets to Iowa?
Yeah, I mean, Reshunda's my little baby sister. So, I mean, we talk about just staying locked into the game plan. Also focusing on our defensive end. Offensively, she's so gifted. Getting to that free throw line, getting to a jump shot. So that comes naturally to her, and I think she knows that. Needs to be reminded sometimes. But just being locked in on defense and just kind of our scout and stuff like that. But she's very mature for being a freshman. She comes in, she plays like she's been playing college for years. So I'm super proud of her for that. And she's ready. I think they're all ready. Mary Ashley, Sophie, they're all ready to get on that court and be ready.
How was that? At Maryland, waiting around, getting the game postponed, then rescheduled. How did you guys respond to that? Did you guys make the most of that trip?
I wish I could say we did, but we didn't. It was a tough trip. We were so ready, we felt like we were ready to beat Maryland on the road. We had a great game plan, and we were hyped up during warm up. They did the starting five. We were so ready, and then just a 10-minute delay, and we was dancing, we were having fun, but then it kind of got to the point where okay, are we playing or not? And then we had the bus breakdown on the way to the airport. It was a cursed trip, but now we're just like, we're ready to play them this week. Like, we want to win even more now because we don't want that to ever happen again. So.
Yeah. And then I asked Mary Ashley if, Caitlin Clark had weaknesses and if Iowa had weaknesses, and of course any team does. So what are those? What have you guys noticed?
I think, offensively, if we just play the way we play, shoot our shots, I think they don't do anything special defensively that would stop us from getting our buckets.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really, we think their weaknesses are, just coming off screen. Defending screens is a bit, iffy, so we'll use that. And hopefully, defensively, that's how we're going to lock in, get some boards, get turnovers, and run them. So, yeah.
There's many aspects where Caitlin Clark thrives. One of those things is steals and turnovers. The trend has been, you've been minimizing the turnovers as of late. What's it going to take for that to continue and to not get bothered by their pressure, making sound decisions? As Gerald said, me taking a bad shot versus a bad pass.
Yeah, I think that's just, going down to the basics, like coming to a 2-foot stop and, surveying the floor, just going to the basics. And in that type of environment that we're going to be in, we're really going to have to, narrow down on that. Caitlin's an active defender, but I feel like we can, JT and all of us, seniors, we've been doing this a long time. So I feel like we just got to play the way we play and just be safe with that ball.
All right, last question. What's the Aussie term slang you can give us to describe what's going to happen on Wednesday?
Okay, it's gonna be a ripper of a game. That means like a really good game, like a ripper, like RIPPA. Yeah, ripper. My mom says that.
Thanks, Abby.
Thank